Well, that definitely was a game of fun that we have just watched. So hopefully the third one is also gonna be fine. I have also fixed the scoreboard and also let me go and make a few changes to it. So that is gonna be easier to go and see how exactly. Okay, like that.
You and your kind are responsible for this war.
And I feel like, do we want this? Yeah, I feel like this is the best way to go and actually show the teams and everything. But yeah, this is the game number 3 between the teams you and teams Farmsletje. The game 3 of the winners bracket on the map Adaptive Tabula Rasa. So, this time around the AIs once again are gonna be the opponents for our players. As we can see, the RNG AI being spawned in the top left corner together with the Cybran one. The first one gonna be Cox playing the UEF, and the other one is gonna be Mendez playing the Cybran one. Then, on the other hand, we're gonna have Tomandi together with the Yo-Yo playing Cybran and UEF for the RNG. Obviously, they are gonna be running a few cheat multipliers here, as we can see, as they're producing 28 energy from the single power gen, meaning that the cheat coefficient have been set to exactly 1.4. No, wait, that's 1.4? Yes, that is actually 1.4. Yep, my math is checking out. And that's a very interesting move to go and start with an interceptor first, but yeah. For the players, we are gonna have Natron playing Aeon on the front line, Farmsletje playing UEF. Then Derp is gonna be playing, let's see, UEF, because that's what the meme commander does. And last but not least, it is gonna be FTX Commando playing Aeon. Then their opponents are going to be the team commander you, opting for Seraphim this round. Then we'll have Mariaholic as the air player going Aeon in Innocent White. Then Kuchva Klima Kleber playing UEF, and last but not least, the AI specialist Mr. Rade playing Seraphim in Cyan. So, this map is gonna be kinda interesting to go and see how it will play out, because these bases here in the mid lane for both teams are actually quite open for the enemy AI to go and push into them. And with the ACUs being forced to go and fight over the reclaim field on the mid lane, as we can see there is 14,000 reclaim available, well, already 2,000 gone of it, but yeah. The ACUs are supposed to go here and, well, fight over it. And that's exactly what's gonna happen, although it seems like the team Farmsletje was much faster in grabbing the reclaim here. We can already see how the reclaim nearly gone from the mid lane, although it seems like the bottom one here by Kuchva is not gonna get contested by the team Farms. So yep, Kuchva will have a free time grabbing this reclaim here. And it's gonna be a 3 versus 3 on the mid lane, as we have Rade taking the first shot from the Farms and Derp, as the teams are still duking it out to see who can go and actually grab the reclaim. Interestingly enough, it seems like FTX Commando is gonna go here and drop a single engineer to go and steal the reclaim from the enemy RNG forces. As you can see, there is 3,500 available, so that can basically provide a 5 or T2 maxes or a single T3 max of economy boost to the air player of the team Farmsletje, so that's very nice to see. Also, interestingly enough, it seems like we have, well, yeah, it seems like FTX Commando dropped his transport, dropped the engineers here, and actually gifted the wall drop to Farmsletje. So FTX is gonna be focusing on this base alone, and instead, he will move his ACU forward, but let the engineers and the expansion base be basically left under the control of the Farmsletje. So yes, it seems like they're dividing the positions quite nicely compared to the opposing team, where you is gonna be the one forced to go and work over this position here alone. So yep, it seems like the Farms team is gonna be playing 2 versus 1 on the top side, Meanwhile, you is gonna be a lonesome warrior in the bottom part. And yep, it seems like nearly all of the masks have been reclaimed from the mid lane. So now the question is, will we see some kind of gun upgrades being done or not? And once again, another drop by FTX Commando to go and secure the mask. Unfortunately, a quarter of it already have been stolen by the engineers belonging to RNG AI, and the RNG AI is also not stopping, as you can see. Natron is being very pressured on the backside of his own base, which is kinda unfortunate. Okay, the AI is gonna go and kill the engineers which were stealing its mask, although it seems like a lot of masks have also been stolen, around 1000, so yep, very nice move by FTX Commando, as he managed to not only go and steal the reclaim from here, but also from the green AI, so yep, very nice gameplay here. Also good to see that the Auroras are being microed properly by Natron, as they basically outrange the all enemy T1 factions units. So yeah, Strikers or the Mantis, yep, they have no chance. What the heck just happened? The game just... wait. The replay just crashed, but there was nothing. Oh well, chat, we will open the replay again to see if it works properly. We were at minute 5, but why would it crash like that? Is it some mod problem? No, it shouldn't be a mod problem, because otherwise it would say exactly why it crashed. Like the game just closed itself. Okay, let's try again. Hopefully it's not a desync or anything happening,
You and your
as
kind are
that would be
responsible
very
for this war.
sad. That would make me very sad. Okay, let's go and play it out in the +10 to see how it will work. Hopefully it won't crash again, because that would be very bad for our viewing experience here on the FAF Live. Did he get the gun upgrade? No, the UFACU here doesn't have the gun upgrade. Which is why the Auroras are still gonna be such a big threat versus the opponents. And this is the point where the replay more or less crashed. Yep! We can see that Kufa is also gonna go and join you on the bottom part of the map, so yep. It seems like he will not be commanding the forces here compared to Farmsletje on the top side, but he's still gonna move his ACU to go and support you on the bottom part of the map, so that's very nice to go and see. And yes, like I said, Auroras are very hard to go and deal with as UEF player, although it seems like the RNG AI have quite a few cards to play here. As we all know, Auroras have a very low HP pool, so bombers and other stuff like that can easily dismantle any kind of attacks from the Aeon player. So that's very nice to see, although unfortunately for the RNG AI, Mr. Derp is paying attention, moving in his Cyclones to go and shut down the Scorchers, which is good to see. And now we're also gonna help the Derp and Natron ACUs moving from the mid lane towards this position here, so they can actually go and move in together and deal with the pesky RNG enemies here. Although it seems like the other guy, Mr. Yo-Yo, is gonna go and provide Tomandi with some help here by building the Cerberus T2 point defenses, which are gonna basically easily wreck the whole army of Auroras. Thankfully, it seems like Natron is already getting the T2 HQ down as the blazes have hit the field, so yeah, that's gonna be much better. T1 PD gonna go and kill a bunch of T1 Auroras. Although unfortunately, it seems like the walls are not gonna be done on time, especially as Natron is gonna come in with ACU and fire a single overcharge to go and finish them. Let's take a look what's happening on the top side. Okay. Seems like this is basically a stalemate for now, with both FTX Commando and the opponent Mendes also getting the gun upgrades, so yes. It seems like there will be no movement happening here. Meanwhile, interestingly enough, it seems like both Maria Holik and Rada are having quite some trouble dealing with the Cox UEF. As yes, They have been basically pushed back to their own base, even being forced to go and build their T2PDs, while on the other side of the map, the team Farmsletje is pushing in hard with both Natron, gonna breed the ACU, and the Derp. They're nearly ready to go and destroy the base belonging to the Tomandi and Yo-Yo, so yes, it seems like the team Farmsletje have the tempo on their side, as they're progressing quite nicely. Although Natron will be forced to actually go and watch out, as his AC is dropping lower and lower, only half HP remaining, 6000. Okay, Deb have managed to go and get his own gun upgrade, meaning that Natron is most likely gonna go and stay alive. Especially if you will actually go and use the Auroras to go and block the enemy ACU moving forward. We have the T1 Endranii trying to go and body block the UF ACU, and yep, there is the block. As you can see, the Tomandi RNG AI is dropping lower and lower. So this should be basically a kill for the team Farmsletje. 700, 500, 400, 300, and kaboom, baby, as Derp secures the first kill of the game. With the RNG Tomandi ACU exploding in a thermonuclear blast. But here comes the second challenger, as Mr. Yo-Yo, the RNG friend of just freshly deceased Tomandi, is coming here to go and, well, avenge his friend. So Derp is gonna be forced to go and watch out. Especially as we can see that there's a bunch of triads being built up by the AI forces to go and protect the remnants of the base that once belonged to Tomandi. So yep, very nice to go and see. And what is happening here on the other side? It seems like somehow the AI, the RNG, managed to go and steal one of the mexes belonging to Natron on the front line, which is kinda silly. But other than that, it seems like there is no other action happening, so let's see what is the state of the T3 air game. T3 Pigeon already started by FX Commando. Meanwhile, his opponent, the air player for the team U, gonna be Mariaholic, who also just started the T3 Pigeon on his own, although I'm not sure yet, he doesn't have enough power available, as he only built a single T2 power generator, so yes. Unfortunately, he will have to go and use overflow from his teammates to go and secure the T3 Pigeon. And let's go back and see what else is happening, as Natron is actually falling down, his ACU dropping at only 1000 HP. 800, 700 as the ACU from Yo-Yo is gonna go and finish the deal, with Natron being the second player to be ejected. Kaboom, baby! As it seems like the RNG AI is not gonna die that easily. XD is coming in chat from Natron, as he really wasn't sure if he will stay alive or not. And yep, it seems like he has been removed by his opponent. On the other side, it seems like Mr. Yo will ask him to go and protect himself from the oncoming onslaught from Mr. Hugh. As we can see, the blue units trying to go and crash his base. Unfortunately for you, he have no anti-air units available, and as such the bombers and jesters from Yo-Yo are gonna defend just fine. Now, what is the state of the game? On the left flank, okay? It seems like Rade is doing more or less just fine with the PDs and the gun upgraded and nano upgrade ACU, so yep, he is gonna be chilling quite fine in here. But here is the problem. Because the RNG AI, it might not be a threat, but still, it occupies quite a big chunk of the map, so all the mexes, all the hydrocarbon power generators are unavailable for the Team U. Meanwhile, as we can see here, Derp is still making progress, grabbing mexes from the enemy RNG player, and as such, he is gonna go and boom in the economy game, leaving the Team U behind. So this is gonna be very interesting to see. Oh no, the D2PD, one that was just about to get finished, just have been killed by a bunch of bombers and units from the Yo-Yo AI, as the Cyberpunk player is still not giving up. We can see him lobbing missiles, TMLs, MMLs, and all kind of stuff versus the opponents. Yo-Yo coming to with his gun ACU to go and, well, push back Mr. Yu and Kufa, with Kufa not having a single upgrade on his ACU, meaning he is not gonna be that useful here. He is basically the shield, the meat shield for the UACU, as the triads are opening fire one after another versus the ACU belonging to Kufa, as he drops lower and lower, only half HP remaining in this play. And now we have Farmsletje to artillery trying to go and hit the UACU. Thankfully it missed. But it seems like they're not gonna go and break through, as there is just way too many PDs and other defenses available for the Cybran player here. The bigger problem for him is gonna be the meme commander himself, Derv, who have a big army of T1 and T2 units available for himself, although it seems like he doesn't really want to go in and finish the deal, as rather he wants to go and play it out slow and steady by using the Eve songs and other MML launchers to just go and kill the base from far, far away. I guess he just realized that there is opponent on the other side, and oh my goodness, Ju got hit once again with the enemy artillery fire, so yes, the ACU only on 4,000 HP, the shield also gets killed, as Mr. Yo-Yo is still proving a tough nut to be cracked. At the same time, it seems like FX Commando is gonna go and opt for the typical Restorer spam, which is gonna go and actually dissuade the units from Kuchva from pushing across the mid lane, as the Percivals have no air cover or anything available for themselves, leaving them vulnerable versus the air player of Team Farmsletje. And yep, it seems like there is only 5 ASF and a bunch of interceptors available for Mariaholic, so yep, they are never killing this group of ASF and Restorers belonging to FX Commando, who is now starting to go and abuse his air control by going and killing random units and PDs all over the map, even some Mexes. And oh boy, if he manages to go and kill those two Mexes, that's gonna be very big news, okay? The HQ is now coming under fire, and HQ, which is nearly 70% done of the upgrade for the T3 HQ, and oh boy, that's a big blow versus the Team U. They just lost a nearly finished T3 HQ, sure. A bunch of Restorers are gonna get shot down in the process, but at the same time, that's a trade that we are willing to take. A few more Percivals, which were trying to go and cross the mid lane and go and reinforce the position of you, are gonna all get killed, as there is still no MAA or no air cover available for them. Okay, once again, Deb seems to be pushing in versus the Yo-Yo ACU. Yo-Yo might have the gun upgrade available, but Mr. Deb is not only sporting the gun, but also the nano upgrade. 80 HP per second being recovered here. And here comes the Restorers. Someone go and play the March of Valkyries, as here comes the gunships to go and seal the deal. Oh, never mind. It seems like FTX is recognizing the fact that there is no reason to actually go for the kill the Restorers. Oh, never mind. He will kill them Yo-Yo anyway. A little bit. Okay, he will move them back, and yes, he will still lose 2 of them, and a lot of them will take the damage, but yeah. The kill have been sealed, as the last RNG player in the bottom right corner have been dispatched. And now, we'll see them expand towards the top line, grab all of this reclaim, which is, to be honest, let's see how much. 16,000 reclaim available here on this field, so yeah, that's gonna be a big boon for the Team Farmsletje here. And once again, the randomized Percivals walking through the mid lane without any kind of air units available for your team is a big mistake, as they're gonna turn into nothing but a muzzle nation. Restorers once again coming in here to go and kill a bunch of engineers and BNB Maxes. Nope, they're gonna go and fall back after recognizing that the enemy ASF and AA units are here, but unfortunately for Mariaholic, not only the micro is awful, but also he have nowhere close enough of the ASF numbers to go and work it. Okay, that was basically a snipe versus the TMD. The TMD have been killed, and now the ACU from Farmsletje is gonna go and start lobbing TML missiles at the undefended T2 Nexus. So yep, TMD sprouting up in every spot here to go and secure the Nexus, which is very important. As how much must kill? Okay, already nearly 8,000 must killed on the ACU belonging to Farmsletje. As another missile is gonna fly towards the Nexus. The team is finished. Will it kill it or no? No, it won't. It wasn't in the range, as the first shot connected, but the second shot was actually too slow. So yes, another T2 Max is down. And here comes the fourth missile. As Farmsletje is not gonna let it go. Will it connect? Okay, yet just barely managed to go and clip the T2 max, and yeah, kaboom! Another one bites the dust. And it seems like this is the next target, as Farmsletje is really getting the value here. 10,000 mass killed on his ACU, and about to get another 1,000 here worth of mass killed. What? Oh, it went for this max here. Okay, never mind, I'm just blind. I was sure it was going for the one here in front, but no, it went for the one behind here. But still, that is what we call a value play. So yeah, it seems like expected. Derp is now recovering all of the mass here from the bases belonging to RNG, building maxes and other stuff, expanding. Meanwhile, Rade, on the other hand, is just trying to go and bunker down, building PDs, shields, some placements, and using this gun-upgraded nano ACU to go and protect the base from the incoming forces. The problem is Mr. Cox. The chat is already building T3 mobile artillery to go and lay siege versus the base belonging to Rade, and with no T2 emplacements available, no stationary artillery in the place, it seems like he's outranged and outgunned, being forced to go and move in with his ACU to try and kill the enemy demolishers. Okay, once again there is a big incursion happening on the part of the U map, as we have both restorers and units belonging to Farmsletje making a joint effort to go and sniff out the ACUs belonging to U and Kufa. Fortunately for them, they have a bunch of, well, build power available, so we can see one PD being produced after another. And also, Kufa brought in a few of Percivals. So yes, I'm afraid to say that the army belonging to Farmsletje here is not gonna be enough to go and kill. Okay, there is some air snipe attempt happening here, as we have Farmsletje being, well, for some reason you told that he can go and push with a 10 Notas to go and kill the AC belonging to Farmsletje, but no, that didn't work out. Only 3,000 damage have been dealt with, so yes. The snipe attempt was nothing but imagination. Unlucky. And yep, the situation is becoming quite dire for the Team U, as they will have to go and try to work out how to get out of this position, as they have no map control available or anything yet. So honestly, actually looking at the mass income, it seems like the Team U is doing quite fine. They have 600 mass per second compared to the opposing team 500. So yeah, they're 100 mass more. But the problem is that the fights that they are taking are all kinda bad. As we can see, the Percivals dying one after another. The Vulto snipe attempt also not working out at all. And while their ASF numbers are slowly but surely catching up, there is still not enough ASF to go and contest the big dev pool of restorers and ASF belonging to FTX Commando. And now with Rade also being pressured more and more by Cox, yeah, this is gonna be bad. More demolishers and more spearheads actually joining the fight, so yes. Also, we have the decal book once again, with the Vipers producing mass extractors and hydrocarbon power generators out of their asses, lol. Like, yeah, this bug happens not often, but it's quite funny to see. You have units producing the maxes and stuff, which is hilarious, but yeah. It seems like Rade is gonna go and make a push versus the forces belonging to Cox, but the question is, can he actually go and kill him or not? As we can see, he brought his ace and a bunch of autos, but he have no air cover available, so the Stingers and other air units belonging to Cox can deal 3 damage just fine. The shield is gonna go and fall down, but the triads are still available, and as such it seems like there's enough firepower to go and stop the army of Rade from dealing any significant damage to Mr. Cox. So yes, that was a mistake, nothing more but a imagination. And the bigger problem is that the RNG AI is nearly done with the Fat Boy. Wait, it seems there might be a fight happening in the bottom part of the map. As we have players, FTX Commando and Maria Holly trying to go and fight an angle of attack. Although, it seems like the airfight might not be happening, especially as the derp is gonna go and bring in a bunch of T3 MAA with himself, as you can see the Redeemers being used in the unit mix, together with the Hardbringers, so yes. I'm afraid to say that Mr. Yu and Kuchva Klimaclever have found themselves between a rock and a hard place. And just like I said before, even though Team U had economy advantage for quite a while, it seems like the Team Farmsletje is finally catching up. They're already grabbing all the T2 Max upgrades available, starting to make some mass storage around them to go and make the best usage of them. Farmsletje fully on the T3 economy in the main base, as we can see, T3 Max, free, yeah, all T3 Maxes. Farmsletje also, FTX also on the T3 Maxes. And he also started producing the T3 Strat Bombers, so let's see how is he gonna use them. But yeah, I can only assume that the bigger problem is that the Team U never managed to go and finish off their AIs. Meanwhile, Team Farmsletje dealt with them and then expanded towards the Fred up map, and yep, that's why they're in such a good position right now. After all, map control equals economy, and economy equals a chance to win the game. And yes, the Fat Boy is finished, already laying down waste to the ACU belonging to Rada. So that's gonna be interesting to see how are they gonna go and actually fight versus it, as we have Maria Holling asking if the Notas from you can be used to go and snipe it. Which honestly is a very good choice. Fat Boy doesn't have that much HP, so using the T2 bombers or Strat bombers to go and kill it is a very, very viable option. But the problem is that Rada is face tanking the Fat Boy for the last minute, and as such his ACU is dropping down lower and lower, only half HP remaining, and with no answer available to it, no T2 artillery, no TML available to go and snipe it, it seems like he is in a world of trouble. At the same time, it seems like Farmsletje is just chilling in the top side, not doing anything, just enjoying the show. And yeah, Rada dropping lower and lower, as the Fat Boy and other units from the Mr. Cox are laying down waste from afar, his HP dropping to 4000. As the man is trying to go and hide behind shields. He will manage to go and get back to the base, but the problem is, he still doesn't have options to go and stop the Fat Boy from dealing damage from afar. The Percivals are gonna be used to go and push back the Cox forces a little bit behind, but that is not gonna be nearly enough to go and stem the bleeding for now. Do we have any nuclear missiles ready or not? No, doesn't seem it. It's just the SMD being produced by Natron. Another SMD have been finished by Farms. And we have a T4 experimental unit being made by Derp, as the Galactic Colossi is already 80% done. And with it being finished, I'm afraid to say that one base belonging to Team U is gonna go and fall down. The question is, are they gonna go and focus on this expansion in the bottom corner? Or rather, are they gonna wall the... I can assume they're gonna wall the GC through the mid lane, as that's what the map drawings from Farmsletje are actually looking like. GC have been given to Derp. They have also started building a Fat Boy for the support. Though the question is if it's even gonna be necessary, as it doesn't seem like Team U have much of an answer versus the incoming onslaught from the Team Farmsletje, as they're having their hands busy with the enemy RNG AI, as the Cox is still doing its best to go and dismantle the base belonging to Rada, who have been already forced to go and start assisting his his T2 shield generator, which is a very, very bad thing to happen, as that means that you are paying a lot of mass to keep the shield alive. A mass that will be better used for units or something, okay? Seems like the big army from the top side, which was fighting versus the pink players, the pink AIs, is actually gonna go to the bottom. Join forces with the GC, we just opened the fire, and now they're gonna go and try to break the base belonging to Rada. A base that unfortunately doesn't have much units or PDs available. There is a few defenses here and there, but it is not gonna be nowhere enough, as Rada's ACU is now gonna come under the fire from the GC. As the GC goes for the kill on the ACU, Rada dropping lower and lower, 7,000, 6,000, 4,000, 3,200, and kaboom, baby! Another player have been dispatched by the team Farmsletje, as Rada is the first one to go and die from the team U. But the question is, can they actually even go and stop this push from happening? As we can see, that the GC is not gonna go and stop. Spectre gunships and other stuff coming here to go and kill the GC. But unfortunately, there is a bunch of luck available, as you can see. The gunships dropping down from the sky like flies, one after another. Ravagers opening fire from the base belonging to Kukva, as the GC is dropping lower and lower. But even if the GC dies, how are you gonna go and respond to the big army of Percivals, Harbingers and other units being brought in by Mr. Farmsletje? The Ravagers are falling one after another. Percivals getting sucked to the claws of the GC. As the fight is raging on, and it seems like it's really gonna be impossible to go and stop this death march from Team Farmsletje. More and more gunships trying to go and save the day. But unfortunately, the Sky Boxers in the unit mix are gonna kill them one after another. As the T3 HQ is coming now under the fire from the GC. The moment it's gone, it will mean there is no more units being built by Team Kukva to actually go and stop this push from working out. It is an all-out mayhem, as now the next target is gonna be the ACU belonging to Maria Holing. He is now getting to the range of the enemy Percivals. A single volley from all of them is gonna be enough to basically one-shot the poor guy. As we can see, his ACU about to explode, and kaboom, baby! Here goes the Maria Holing. As the onslaught from Team Farmsletje is just unstoppable. GG's coming out in the chat, as the Team U is gonna recall from the battle. GG, well played, as it seems like the upset is not gonna happen. So yep, Team Farmsletje is still staying in the winners bracket, while the Team U is gonna go to the losers bracket.